Alrighty, guys, the books messed up again. White and Paul George props. They are messed up for the NBA playoffs. Stop scrolling. These lines are wrong. I'm telling you right now. Derek White and Paul George, both of them mispriced for tonight's playoff game. We're talking a hot streak versus bad lines, and the books haven't adjusted yet. If you like easy reads, stay locked in because we're cashing tonight. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe and like. Alrighty, welcome back to Night Picks, your spot for NBA playoff edges and player props that'll actually hit. No guessing, just data, matchups, and finding some real value. Before we get into today's plays, a quick recap from yesterday. The free card was a perfect sweep. Dante got over his 10.5 points. Nikola Jokic over his 13.5 rebounds cashed. Jokic dominated glass like we expected, and Dante stayed consistent and got it done. VIP card went 1 and 2. Bruce Brown cashed. Reed and Cam Johnson didn't get there. Overall, 3 and 2 on the day, folks. Free plays are staying hot. VIP, we bounce back. That's part of the grind. We keep it transparent always. If you want to get all of my VIP picks, go ahead and click on my winnable down below and sign up. I do got a 3-day pass for $20, or you can sign up for the weekly or the monthly. Also, if you join Novig, you spend $5, you get $50 free, or sign up for Better, you get $200 in no sweat entries. Use the code NIGHT10. Get a snapshot of that. Send me a proof to tsk1016@gmail.com, and I will give you a free month of VIP. All right, now let's get into today because this is where it gets interesting. Before we even break down the picks, you need to understand this. The biggest mistake bettors make in the playoffs is overreacting to one game. A player goes off, everyone sees it, and the books adjust the lineup. But playoff basketball is different. You got your slower pace, better defense, tighter rotations, which means consistency matters more than spikes. That's exactly what we're attacking today. All right, let's get into pick number 1. We got our boy Derek White under 18.5 points and assists. Now, I already know what people are thinking. He just had one big game. He's hot. That's exactly why this line is inflated. Let's look at the real numbers. His last 10 averaged 13.9 for his points and assists. Median, 14.5. His line's around 18.5. That's a 4 to 5 point gap. That's huge in prop betting. All right, now let's look at his role. He's the shooting guard, and he's not the number one option. He's behind Jason Tatum. He's behind Jaylen Brown, and they're both still in there and healthy. So what does that mean? Lower usage, inconsistent shot volume, assist dependency. He's averaging under 10 shots per game recently. That's not someone you trust to clear a high line consistently. The trap. That big game everyone saw, that's what the books are pricing in. But we don't chase those spikes. We bet the median. Derek White, under 18.5 points and assists. It's an inflated line. He has limited role, playoff pace. This is a disciplined, long-term winning play. All right, folks, real quick. If you've ever lost money chasing a player after a big game, go ahead and hit that like button right now and comment, no more chasing. Let's lock in that smart way. All right, let's move on to our pick number 2. We are taking Paul George under 22.5 on his points and assists. And this one might be even better. On paper, he looks great. 22 plus points and assist average. Big scoring games, high confidence. But again, that's recency bias. one of the best defensive teams in the league, Boston. They lock down the perimeter players, they force tough shots, and they slow the pace down. That's not a good environment for overs. And the line here is at 22.5. His median is closer to 21. That's difference. That's your edge. And here's the key. If this game slows down, he's going to have fewer possessions, fewer shots, lower scoring. That supports both the unders. That's why this play pairs perfectly with Derek White. Now, if you guys want to maximize the value, let's go ahead and let's pair these two together. So let's take White with the under 18.5 points and assists. Paul George under 22.5 for points and assists. Why this works? Both of them will rely on the slower pace, defensive pressure, regression. So instead of guessing, you're building a correlated bet. That's how you get an edge. All right, let me save you guys some money real quick. Most of the bettors out there, they're chasing hot streaks. They bet overs for excitement. They ignored the matchups. That's how the books win. But when you flip that, you start landing on plays like this. So, just to let you know, you guys, I am locking this in. And Derek White on his under for points and assists at 18.5. Paul George under points and assists at 22.5. I would still take it at 21.5 because that is exactly where the books brought it down to. If you look on my betting slip here, you got Paul George under 21.5 points and assists, and you got the Derek White under 18.5 points and assists. 2 inflated lines, 2 strong fades, and 1 clear edge. Now, folks, if you have made it this far, you're already ahead of most of the bettors. Now, it's about discipline, and you're writing, comment. If you're writing, comment locked in. Hit the like, subscribe for daily playoff edges, and let's keep stacking wins. Just a friendly reminder, I do have a 3-day pass going on right now for $20. And if you go down to my bio here, you can click on the link to get my winnable, and it'll be under the 3-day promo special. All right, Night Picks is out. Let's keep on winning.